Shifting focus for now, a crowd of enraged locals hurled clots of mud left by storm-spawned flooding at the Spanish royal couple during their first visit to the epicenter of the country's deadliest natural disaster in living memory. Spanish fury has been unleashed against a state that appears overwhelmed and unable to meet the needs of the people used to living under an effective government. Our next report getting you the details.
Protests erupted on Sunday as Spain's King Felipe visited a suburb in Valencia, badly hit by last week's deadly floods. Residents of Paiporta shouted murderers at the King and Queen, as well as Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez. People hurled mud and other objects at them, venting pent-up anger over what they believe were poor handling by the authorities of last Tuesday's storm and flooding. It was known and nobody did anything about it, a young man told Felipe. The king stayed despite the chaos to speak with the people. He was seen hugging some residents and at one point had a man crying on his shoulder. Residents are furious at the authorities, accusing them of sending late warnings about the dangers of the storm and floods. They also say emergency services responded slowly after disaster struck. The central government has said issuing alerts to the population is the responsibility of regional authorities. Valencia's officials have said they acted as best they could with the information available to them. Prime Minister Sanchez said on Saturday that any potential negligence would be investigated later. The death toll from the country's worst flash floods in modern history edged higher on Saturday. Almost all have been in the Valencia region and especially Paiporta. But it's still expected to rise, with dozens of people still unaccounted for, while some 3,000 households remained without power, officials said. With the floods causing extensive damage to the region, many local residents are now coming together to rebuild their communities. Here in Chiva, about 19 miles from Valencia, many people were seen helping to clear mud and debris off the streets, while others signed up as volunteers to hand out food, water and other essential supplies. It comes as thousands of additional troops and police joined the disaster relief effort over the weekend in the largest such peacetime operation in Spain. The tragedy is so far Europe's worst flood-related disaster in a single country since 1967, when around 500 people died in Portugal.